The Deputy King, His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, met with the commander of the U.S. Central Command, Admiral Charles Bradford Cooper, at Rufaa Palace. His Royal Highness said the historic relations between both countries continue to advance, underpinned by strong foundations of cooperation and coordination, and supported by partnerships and agreements, including the Comprehensive Security, Integration and Prosperity Agreement. He emphasized the importance of continuing to strengthen joint cooperation at all levels, particularly within the military and defense. His Royal Highness highlighted the prominent role played by the US alongside allied countries in consolidating regional and global security, stability and development. The latest regional and international developments were also discussed in this meeting. The Minister of the Prime Minister's Court, His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, attended this meeting. The Deputy King, His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, met with UK's Minister of Investment at Rufaa Palace. His Royal Highness highlighted the historic relations between both countries, underscoring the importance of further expanding wide-ranging opportunities that advance shared aspirations. He emphasized the continuous growth of bilateral strategic cooperation, supported by agreements and memoranda of understanding, and underscored the importance of broadening the partnership, particularly in economy and investment. The meeting discussed issues of common interest and how to further advance cooperation. The Minister of the Prime Minister's Court, His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, along with senior officials, also attended this meeting. The Deputy King, His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, met with the Director General of the UN Industrial Development Organization, Gerd Müller, at Rufaa Palace. His Royal Highness highlighted the progress in cooperation between international organizations and Bahrain in many fields. He noted Bahrain's unwavering support for the private sector, aimed at enhancing Bahrain's investment position and contributing to its comprehensive development, led by His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa. Turning to the World Entrepreneurs Investment Forum 26, His Royal Highness noted its important role of promoting international strategic partnerships and generating findings that contribute to sustainable development, wishing the forum success. Mr. Müller expressed appreciation for His Royal Highness' commitment to strengthening the partnership between Bahrain and UNIDO, wishing the kingdom and its people further prosperity. The Minister of Cabinet Affairs, Hamad bin Faisal Al Malki, and the Minister of Industry and Commerce, Abdullah bin Adel Fakhru, also attended the meeting. Gerd Müller is visiting Bahrain to participate in the 6th World Entrepreneurs Investment Forum, WAVE 2026. The Shura Council Chairman Ali Al Saleh chaired the weekly session in the presence of the Minister of Justice, Islamic Affairs and Waqf, Nawaf Al Maouda. The Council approved a draft law on amending certain provisions of the law on evidence in civil and commercial matters and referred it to the Speaker of the Representatives Council for referral to His Royal Highness the Prime Minister in preparation for submission to His Majesty the King. The Council then rejected a draft law concerning the environment and returned it to the Representatives Council for reconsideration. The Deputy Prime Minister, Sheikh Khaled bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, attended the inauguration of the Kempinski Harbour Heights Residences project, developed by Infracore and located in Bahrain Harbour, accompanied by ministers and senior officials. On arrival at the project site, the Deputy Prime Minister was received by the chairman of the Infracore, Hisham Abrayes, along with company officials. The Deputy Premier said the continued launch of high-quality real estate development projects by the private sector reflects the strength of the national economy and of the confidence in the investment climate in Bahrain. He attributed this to Bahrain's ongoing development under the leadership of His Majesty the King and the directives of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince Prime Minister. He said the government led by His Royal Highness remains committed to creating a supportive and attractive regulatory environment that enables the private sector to play its role as a key driver of economic growth and a major contributor to GDP, particularly in tourism and real estate development. The Deputy Premier reviewed the project's components and the residential and hospitality facilities it offers. He commended the efforts of the real estate development companies and their contributions to strengthening tourism and real estate infrastructure, developing waterfront areas and creating modern destinations in line with Bahrain's comprehensive development process. He also said that attracting leading international brands to manage and operate state-of-the-art residential and hospitality developments reflects Bahrain's competitive position as an attractive investment destination. He noted that such projects support the government's efforts to grow promising non-oil sectors, and he wished those responsible for the project's success. Al Rais, meanwhile, expressed appreciation for His Majesty's support to the private sector and the directives of His Royal Highness, and thanked the Deputy Premier for attending this inauguration, which is a reflection of the continued support for high-quality investment projects. The chairman of the Infra Corps said that the project represents a valuable addition to Bahrain's tourism and investment landscape, offering an integrated concept that combines residential living with premium hospitality services. He noted that this enhances Bahrain's attractiveness as a preferred destination for living and investment and supports efforts to diversify Bahrain's tourism and real estate offerings. The Minister of Housing and Urban Planning and Chairwoman of the Board of Directors of the Iskan Bank, Amna Rumaihi, held a meeting with the heads and representatives of real estate development companies and commercial banks in Bahrain. The meeting discussed the cooperation in providing social housing services to citizens and to continue diversifying financing and real estate options to meet their housing needs within the framework of strengthening the strategic partnership between the public and private sectors. This comes as part of the implementation plan for the directives of His Majesty the King to accelerate housing projects to provide 50,000 new housing units. Rumaihi stressed the government's keenness under the directives of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince Prime Minister to strengthen the partnership with the private sector as a fundamental pillar of sustainable development in accordance with the priorities of the Government Programme 2326, noting that this approach effectively contributes to enhancing the stability of the real estate sector and diversifying the housing and financing solutions available to citizens. The Ministry of Transportation and Telecommunications has launched new e-services for issuing, renewing and amending aircraft maintenance certificates, ensuring compliance with civil aviation standards and enhancing safety and efficiency. The Under-Secretary for Civil Aviation Affairs, Hussein Ahmed Al-Suhail, said the initiative reflects the Ministry's commitment to innovation and streamlined procedures. Now, statistics issued by the Ministry of Transportation and Telecommunications showed that Bahrain International Airport recorded advanced operational performance during December 25, with a significant increase in passenger, aircraft and air cargo traffic. According to official data, the total number of passengers during last December amounted to more than 943,000, reflecting the recovery of the aviation sector and its continued growth. The Kingdom of Bahrain has assumed the presidency of the Arab Group at the UN Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, or UNESCO, for 26 during the group's first periodic meeting at the organization's headquarters in Paris. We have more details in this report.
In a move reflecting the growing presence of Bahrain on the Arab and international stages, Bahrain assumed the presidency of the Arab Group at UNESCO for 2026. Coinciding with the start of its non-permanent membership on the UN Security Council. This convergence presents an opportunity to strengthen the integration between political work in New York and cultural and educational work in Paris, contributing to the support of stability, development, and joint Arab action, stemming from Bahrain's belief in the role of education and culture in consolidating the values of tolerance and supporting stability and sustainable development. Through its chairmanship of the Arab Group, Bahrain seeks to enhance coordination among member states within UNESCO, unify positions on issues of common interest, build upon past achievements, and work in a spirit of partnership and consultation with member states in a manner that serves Arab interests and fulfills the aspirations of the Arab people.